kind of work on your pre-shot routine, and mental imagery is a big one in golf. And just transferring the skills we've learned over to the course. So kind of the first exercise I'm going to give you is for your level of imagery. So I'm going to have you, stand up here. We're on a specific hole, so you can visualize this hole. I'm going to have you close your eyes, and I want you to visualize, your ball flight, and then a pre-shot routine, and how your swing would produce those. So, close your eyes, have them closed for about a minute. I kind of want you to think about all three of those. Take deep breaths. And the more detailed it is, the better. All right, so I'm going to ask you 4 questions, and on a scale of 1 to 5, I'm going to, you're going to give me what you think. So 1 being no image present, 2 being not clear or vivid, 3 moderately clear and vivid, 4 clear and vivid image, or 5 extremely clear and vivid, okay?
Okay.
So how vividly did you see yourself doing this activity?
Probably a 3.
A 3, okay. How clearly did you hear the sounds of doing the activity? Like, could you hear
Probably
anything?
a 0,
okay,
or a 1.
Yeah. How well did you feel yourself making the movements?
4.
4. How clearly were you aware of your mood?
1.
1. It's actually a really difficult hole, especially for an opening hole. There's a big tree kind of down the left side, and any shot really left is not good. And then you got a pretty deep fairway bunker on the right. If you hit a good drive, you still have kind of a mid iron or shorter iron. But you were talking about how this hole,
I've never played it well.
Never played it well. So why do you think that is? Because it's the first hole, or is it just a hard hole, or?
I think it's a lot that I don't know how much I need to draw it, and then I overdraw it into the tree, and then I start getting down on myself because it's like the first shot, I'm already out of position. So it's just not one of my favorite holes.
Yeah, it's a hard hole. So we're gonna kind of do a little activity, to get you to conquer this hole. So we worked on kind of our mental imagery earlier, and visualization techniques, being more detailed. So I'm gonna have you visualize each and every shot. So for a birdie, so I'm gonna have you stand here and you're gonna visualize, everything to the detail of your tee shot, ball flight. What is the wind doing? What are you feeling? And then, imagining you're up there in the fairway and you just pipe the drive, and then you're gonna hit your second shot, close to the hole, and then you're gonna drain the putt and make a birdie on this hole. So it's kind of a imagery technique, to get you kind of past those negative thoughts, and hopefully, you can play this hole better. Okay, so kind of start out with the drive, and I want you to be detailed, right? So we talked about that a lot. In your mind, what are you seeing?
So I'm gonna take it right at the very left edge of that bunker, with 15 yards of drawing it just past that kind of yellow tree there, and then it'll probably be 10 yards short of that 150.
Okay.
Right, pretty much right center of the fairway.
Okay. So you're just gonna do it all right here from the tee. So all 3 shots. Close your eyes. You don't have to explain to me, but you're gonna think about what kind of ball flight. Like I said earlier, ball flight, and then the second shot, you know, the main thing is when you're thinking about these swings, I want you to not think about, you know, hitting the ball in, say, slow motion or anything. I want you to be mentally rehearsing the same speed you would be hitting the shot. Okay? Swing. Okay, so, you know, we talked about visualization. You know, walk me through, you know, a visualization here. What are you seeing? What kind of shot are you going to hit? Ball flight. You know, where are you landing it? Are you going to fly it to the hole?
So this one, I've played it enough that I know being long of the pin here is going to be a really like difficult, hard to make putt. There is a false front, so if you don't carry it up onto the shelf it's on, it's going to be at the front of the green, probably chipping again. So I'm going to try and hit like just a little tiny draw. There's like a section of glass right between the two panes. It's going to be my line.
Okay.
And try and hit a pretty standard to high one and hit a little draw and let it kick up towards the hole.
Okay. So we'll go through kind of that pre-shot routine, right? So one is you're going to get behind the ball and visualize that shot, you know, with as many details as you can, just like how you explained to me. And then after you visualize what you're going to do, then you're going to take a couple practice swings and, you know, feel a swing that recreates that shot. You know, then you're going to commit and then you're going to hit it. Images. So there's a couple different kinds of mental imagery. There's internal and external. So internal is more of kind of what you're feeling, you know, in your own body, right? So I kind of visualizing of getting here with this right elbow is more of an internal imagery, whereas external is almost like you were watching yourself on the camera and visualizing that. You know, so I'm going to have you kind of try both.
Okay.
And we'll see kind of which one works better for you. So first, let's kind of try the internal imagery.